yourself for a rare look at the legendary supergroup, The Doors.
Okay, where do you begin about the Warehouse? Well, the Warehouse, first of all, you have to understand, was not only the music club of New Orleans, it was the music club of the South.
I don't know if it changed New Orleans. It was New Orleans. It was just like, it was a part of the culture.
But the Warehouse just came along at a time where, you know, coming out of the 60s, coming into the 70s, just that energy was there, you know, and while that kind of scene had already happened in San Francisco and other places, you know, that was completely new to New Orleans. I mean, before the Warehouse, the only shows we ever got was Beatles in '64, and I remember seeing Jefferson Airplane in, I don't know, '67 or something. But and that was at concert halls at the park. But as far as having a place or a club that size, that was just a first. And to have bands like Allman Brothers and King Crimson, all these type of acts coming through there on a weekly basis, it was just phenomenal.
Freedom. Freedom. I mean, you know, when you went in the Warehouse, if you was striped, didn't matter. It didn't matter. I mean, everybody got along, man. It was so nice, man. It was just, that was great integration. Didn't have a lot of blacks, but when you came, you were welcome. Everybody treated you with respect. Wasn't no foolishness there, man. It was just the greatest venue of that era I have ever witnessed in my life, man. I really enjoyed that Warehouse.
You know, the hippies went to get high and have fun and listen to music. And they fed, the bands and the crowd fed off each other. Never remember any nastiness down at the Warehouse. It's just completely mellow. Sometimes the band would play all night and then go out and play in the park free the next day.
Most of the people that went there were good, solid, peace-loving freaks. Okay, it was our place to get away.
The Warehouse, I mean, it's a hard place to really describe and get the true feeling of that building, you know? But like, who was that said it was like freedom? And that's really true, because once inside, the whole world was shut off out there, and this was a different atmosphere, right? And for some reason, you didn't have to worry about the police. I don't know, back then maybe they didn't have the undercover cops at the concerts. I don't know what the deal was, but I never heard of people getting busted or anything, right? I mean, all that started a few years later. But in the beginning, it was like I don't know, I always call it like a big dope den. You watch one of them Middle Eastern movies and everybody's in, yeah, that stuff. But the music was, you know, different, but yet everybody was still out there, and, you know, you could smell the reefer, and everybody's tripping on the acid and doing speed and whatever drugs seemed to be popular in the country at the time. That's what phase you went through at the show, right? You know.
Saw the Doors there.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is screaming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road, yeah. Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. Well, on you depends. Our life will never end. You gotta love your man. Yeah. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. To this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.